TechInFive.
Python in practice, master real-world projects in 5 minutes. Discover decision tree classifiers in our supervised learning tutorial. Let's dive in. Welcome to our tutorial on supervised learning, with a focus on classification. Today, we're diving into how to build and evaluate a decision tree classifier, one of the most intuitive yet powerful algorithms in machine learning. Decision trees help us classify data into distinct categories by making sequential, hierarchical decisions about the data's features. Let's get started by understanding what decision trees are and why they're so widely used in classification tasks. A decision tree is a flowchart-like structure in which each internal node represents a test on an attribute, each branch represents the outcome of the test, and each leaf node represents a class label, decision taken after computing all attributes. The paths from root to leaf represent classification rules. Imagine playing a game of 20 questions. At each step, you narrow down the possibilities until you make a guess. Similarly, a decision tree algorithm splits the data into smaller subsets, while at the same time an associated decision tree is incrementally developed. The final result is a tree with decision nodes and leaf nodes. In classification, decision trees can be extremely effective. They allow for easy interpretation and visualization, and are adaptable to solving various problems by changing the criteria for splits. Decision trees are used widely in areas from customer segmentation to diagnosing medical conditions, making them a versatile tool in your machine learning arsenal. Now that we're familiar with decision trees, let's apply this knowledge to build a decision tree classifier using the wine dataset from scikit-learn. This dataset includes chemical analyses of wines grown in the same region in Italy, but derived from 3 different cultivars. Our goal is to classify the type of wine based on these analyses. First, we load the wine dataset. This dataset includes measurements like alcohol content and color intensity, which can help distinguish between different types of wine. We split our data into training and testing sets to ensure that we can evaluate our model's performance accurately. Next, we construct our decision tree classifier, specifying parameters that help manage the model's complexity. Visualizing our tree helps us understand how decisions are made, providing insights into the features that most effectively classify the wines. We use scikit-learn's export graphics function to generate dot format data, which describes the tree structure, including the nodes and splits based on the features. The resulting graph, visualized through GraphViz, outlines the paths from the root to the leaves, each branch representing a decision based on a feature threshold. This visualization not only aids in understanding which features are most important, but also how different feature values lead to different classification outcomes. Then, we test our classifier using the test set to assess its accuracy in predicting wine types. Let's quickly evaluate our decision tree classifier using a classification report, which provides a summary of precision, recall, and F1 score for each class. This report gives us a comprehensive view of our model's performance across different categories. This output shows us not just how often the model is correct, precision, but also how well it identifies all relevant instances of each class. The F1 score combines these two aspects to give a single score for each class, helping us understand overall performance at a glance. Alternatively, let's visually compare the actual and predicted classifications made by our model. This visual method can quickly show us how well the model is performing. Each point represents a prediction. Blue points show the actual class, and red points show the predicted class by our model. The closer these points are, the more accurate our model's predictions. These methods will give us a comprehensive overview of how the decision tree classifier has performed, and can help guide any adjustments. This example with the wine dataset shows how decision trees can be applied to real-world data, making it a valuable tool for classification tasks in various fields. Thank you for watching. We've explored how to build and assess a decision tree classifier in this video together. See you in the next video.
Stay tuned for more videos on TechInFive.